What's going on, everyone? We are finally live. Welcome, welcome. Ifan, Garau, Raider, welcome for joining so early. My weekend was great. How about you guys? How did you guys spend your weekend? What's up, Radar? What's up, Abu Mullah? Betty? Hey, what's up? Apologies for the slight delay today. I'm happy to be on live with you guys, breaking down the charts every Monday and Friday. India, welcome. Forex, welcome. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you've just joined so we can get this going. Talha, welcome. Excuse me. Welcome, everyone. Make sure you like the stream. All right, let's get right into it. We're going to be starting with some analysis as usual. We always start with gold before we move on to some pound pairs. And as usual, you know, we're going to be giving away some free accounts for you guys. So make sure you're watching. Yeah, Bitcoin, I've seen how it was moving. So that's crazy. I don't really trade crypto, but it's interesting to see how crypto has been moving. Yeah, it's been an interesting week so far. Gold at an all-time high, so that's crazy. Yeah, black, I've heard of that. It's very unfortunate that the crypto world has caused people to be doing such things, but yeah. Welcome, Brenda. All right, let's get into gold. Were you guys trading crypto? Who here was leverage trading crypto? Let me know. I thought a lot of you only trade gold and euro pairs and pound pairs. I'm not sure if you guys trade crypto as well. Let me know who here trades crypto. All right, so let's get right into the gold analysis. Let me pull up the chart so I can read some of your comments. There we go. Yeah, so gold, like I said, at an all-time high. I mean, in that region. Let's have a look at the 30-minute. If I'm being very honest with gold, when it comes to price action or, you know, technical analysis, however you want to call it, it's very hard to analyze. I've said this before many times. It's very hard to analyze gold at the moment when it's at an all-time high. If it was lower or maybe below 4K, it will be easier based on the zones. But because it's at an all-time high, anyone that's plotting any kind of zone is really just unable to plot it the right way, I would say. Okay, so it's at an all-time high region, broke through this resistance area 4060. If we go back to the 3-hour, have a look. Okay, broke through this area. Let me get the arrow. This strong area that I've marked down. Okay, broke through it, very clear, very easy to see. It broke through it. Now it's at an all-time high. What can we expect? What can we see happen potentially? I would wait for some kind of a pullback at least to this level, previous resistance level. So somewhat we could see gold turn this level into a resistance, now turn support, possibly. If not, we could see it crash even more with gold. However, the first stage, I want to see when it comes back down, how it reacts to this level. Okay, this 4060 zone. It's going to be very important for us. Okay, so that's number one, what we're waiting for. Buying at this time with gold is just literally buying at an all-time high. It's very unwise, right? And you're just doing it because of FOMO. And selling at this time is basically you trying to catch the top. Okay, both of them unwise, very risky and not smart. Okay, so with that being said, let's wait for the potential pullback with gold before we start thinking of a long or a short. That's it. Next pair, pound JPY. Yeah, Binko, like you said, just have to wait for retest. Sorry. Okay. Now, pound JPY. Interesting moves. Currently just below that resistance level. But I think I said last week with the pound pairs, I do see a lot of bearish momentum happening soon for the short term. So not long term, but in terms of short term analysis, I do see pound pairs going down. With this current pair, it's usually in and out, like around this zone, the low of 197,525 and this zone 200. So I would say let's see how it reacts to this level. I'd look at the other pound pairs before I come back to this pair, GJ. So I'll just leave it there. Should we continue looking for buys on gold? Like I said, if you, going back to gold, if you buy now, you're buying because it's at an all-time high and you have FOMO. If you sell, you're trying to cash the top. So either ways, you're in the wrong, right? If you buy now, you're literally buying because you have the fear of missing out. It's going up. You want to ride that wave. Okay. That's not what traders do. We have to wait for a potential pullback before we make a move. Morning to Ish. Morning to you. So going back to pound USD, make sure you guys like the stream. Make sure you like before we carry on. Pound USD, let's have a look. I did mark out this level last week, so that's interesting. Reacted good to this level. Let's get rid of it though. We don't need it. A lot of bearish momentum for GU. Afternoon, okay. Let's have a look at the 30-minute with Pound USD. How about the 1 hour? Yeah, I'd wait for this 1 hour close, to be honest. I'd wait to see how it closes on this candle in 5 minutes to see where it could go. So I'd wait. It's at the resistance zone right now. So I'd wait to see in the next 5 minutes how Pound USD can actually close. Okay. Garau said Trump made his move, dollar gained strength. Moving on, we have Pound Swiss, the Swiss franc. This pair, like I said last week, I believe, a lot of consolidation, not a lot of volume going on. So moving on, Pound CAD, Canadian dollar. Pound CAD, we see Pound CAD, the way it's moving. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I said last week, let me bring back the arrow. I said last week, potentially we could have it touch down here. And it actually did, apparently. So we're going to double check that. But let's get rid of these arrows. Someone confirm. Someone go on Friday's stream and check Pound CAD. Did I say that this area will be where it would go? Because if I did, it looks like it's already touched that zone. But someone confirm and come back on stream. Meanwhile, currently Pound CAD, you see this zone right here, resistance, kind of reacting from that level. But let's go on the 3 hour. If I go on the 3 hour, same thing. Same thing. Let's go back on the 1 hour. Garau, okay, appreciate you confirming that. I found, okay, so I did, I guess. So yeah, we missed out on that wave. Pound CAD right now falling from that resistance level right now. But what can we see happen? I mean, with Pound CAD right now, the likelihood of it going to this level, the 1.86296, which is about down here, the likelihood of it going down to that level is strong only because of it struggling in this resistance level. Okay, so what can we see happen with Pound CAD? I would say next target would be down here. Okay, provided it continues with this bearish momentum. Okay, so next potential target. I'm not entering this trade personally. So yeah, Pound CAD for me, I wouldn't enter personally, but I would say just off of this right here, The next target will be 86,280 roughly. But yeah, we'll come back to this pair. Pound New Zealand. Pound New Zealand. Looks like similar to Pound Swiss, a lot of consolidation, not enough volume. Like you have random bursts out of nowhere, but yeah, not the kind of volume that I wanna see. So next up is Pound AUD, Australian dollar. Pound AUD. This is the 1 hour. Yeah, with Pound AUD, simple. Kind of rejecting that zone, and seems that it's going to maybe test this next zone on the bottom. So that's about 30 pips, 35 pips, roughly, more or less. Let's see. Not enough room for me to consider this trade. If I would have gotten in, I actually would have gotten in this Pound AUD trade right here, just to close below the previous bullish candle. So I would be, if I was to enter there, I would be about 30 pips in profit and catch 30 more pips. I'd be 60 pips all in. But yeah, next target is down there. Yeah, we're gonna find a trade ETH. Hamza, welcome, welcome. Okay, next up, USD JPY. Interesting. So USD JPY now is nearing this resistance level. Okay. So we're going to see, is it going to struggle to break above this resistance level? If it struggles, we could see USD JPY head towards the downside. Okay. If it doesn't, we could see USD JPY head towards the upside. From what I see with dollar JPY, I wouldn't be surprised if we head towards the upside with USD JPY. Okay. I don't think it's going to struggle that much around this level right here. I actually think maybe it might do a little dip, right? But it's definitely going to break above and head towards the upside. But let's see. I mean, this is speculation. So let's come back to USD JPY. Make sure you like the stream if you're watching as well. Okay. Euro USD. Who's traded Euro USD today or last week? Let me know. Euro USD bearish trend. Currently on a support. Okay. Currently on a support zone. Okay. We can prove this zone by going back in time. Okay. We go back in time and we should have somewhat of a confirmation. So we see some form of support right there. Another one. Another one. Resistance. Remember, a resistance area can also be a support area as well. So we could have a level that was a zone that was once resistance level, now a support, or vice versa. Okay. So good level. Like I said, on Mondays, I prefer to not get in a trade right away unless it's a really great setup. But yeah, I mean, Monday is just the start of the week, you know? There's no real setup, then you don't really have to trade. So yeah, Euro USD, how is it going to react to this level? Is it going to hold strong as a support level and potentially push towards the upside to the next level, which is 1.6554? Okay, about 60 pips, 50, 60 pips, more or less. We're going to have to see. Resistance becomes support when it breaks. It depends, but yeah. New Zealand USD. Not nothing interesting for me. I mean, yeah, just like pound Swiss, not really interesting for me to look at. But let's go back to gold and see how gold is doing. Okay. Let me go in the chat. Please, sir, explain FVJ. What do you mean by FVJ? Euro USD is a bit late for a sell entry, still am bearish in it. I mean, with Euro USD, it's definitely in a bearish kind of momentum. But we're going to have to see how it reacts to this level. We could easily have a pullback towards upside, maybe even testing this level here. Okay, but we'd have to see how it reacts. I would be interested in Euro USD. Now, apologies. What would make me interested in a Euro USD trade? Just one thing, mainly a break and a close above this candle. Okay. Do you guys see the candle that I'm indicating? Say yes if you see the candle. If this bullish candle can close above this one, this bearish candle right here, somewhere around here, I would be interested in a buy. Okay, I would be interested in a buy. But I would have to see how it moves before I trade Euro USD. Appreciate it, Ish. Which song is your favorite? I don't really have favorite songs. Listen to a lot of different genres. So nothing in my favorites right now. I'm still interested in short. That's what Garau said. Garau, just wait for a confirmation. What indicates to you that Euro USD is worthy of a short? I want to know. Why are you perfect in everything? Just mind-blowing analysis. I'm not perfect, you know, I do try. My analysis is not 100%. Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. But the most important thing is to win more than you lose, you know? I'm pretty sure he trades support and resistance. No, Kwame, I use support and resistance zones as an added confirmation. Anyone, and I'm going to say this, anyone who trades strictly based on support and resistance, to me, now it may work, right? to me, it's not worthy of trading on its own entirely. It should be part of an overall strategy, right? Support and resistance, and combined with another edge is very powerful. But on its own, I just feel like you would be manipulated when it comes to the charts. Okay. There's a lot of fake breakouts. There's a lot of fake rejections within these support and resistance levels, and it will confuse you. That depends on your strategy, to be honest. How do you know fake breakouts on support and resistance in relation to trend lines? You can only know after the fact when it comes to trend lines. Okay. That's why you shouldn't trade on it on its own. You shouldn't trade a trend line on its own. It should be part of an overall system. I will wait for price to go up a bit for a better entry, then I will go short. Only if USD still maintains its strength. Okay. I'm from India. Okay, welcome, Safi. Hey, Mark, welcome. All right, back to gold. Gold. Are we going to see a potential pullback with gold? If I was to just randomly say something about gold, I would be interested to see if we can have a candle close, like a body, a bearish candle close below this bullish one. We can have that. Then maybe that's the start of a pullback towards this zone and further down. Okay. But like I said, we could have a potential pullback to this level, 4054. But gold, we need a big pullback on gold. I know we had a massive rush towards the upside, but I'm interested to see when the time will be for gold to head towards the downside, preferably 3870. I think I said this last week. I do see gold around 3870 region, somewhere down here. So let's see. Do you guys see gold continuing towards the upside? Let me know. Who here is long on gold and who is short on gold? How do you mark the support and resistance? Any indicators? No, it's very simple, to be honest. I can do it with you guys right now. Let's do some pound Swiss zones, even though there's not enough volume on this currency pair with pound Swiss, but I'll try to do it. Okay. So usually what I look for is repeated zones. So let me go back on VJ. Go back to pound Swiss. So I just plot these zones and then confirm. Okay. You plot areas that have multiple bounces. Very simple. What is a bounce? Bounce number 1. Bounce number 2. Bounce number 3. And I catch onto it very quickly because I've been doing it for so long that it's become easy for me to identify these bounces. Bounce 4. 5. Right? You get the point. And then multiple down here. Okay? You get the point. You pick a zone that has the most bounces or rejections. Another area here. 1, 2. And by the way, when you're plotting your zones, you have to go back in time to confirm the validity of these zones. I can't look at current timing and current market structure to say, oh, this is a zone. A zone can only be validated from the past. Okay. I'm not doing that now because I've gotten so used to doing it, but I'm showing you as an example on how to plot these zones. But I'm sure if I do go back, and I will, it's going to confirm that it's a zone, right? See, we already have it. 1, keep going back in time. Multiple right here, keep going back in time. Again, multiple, okay? So you get the point. Again, right here, so many. When you have these zones, what is the benefit of having these zones on your charts? It identifies to you levels that buyers have an interest in and levels that sellers have an interest in. So that allows you to be smart about your entries. If you're going long on a level that sellers are very interested in selling, then maybe hold back on the trade, and vice versa. Okay. Hope that helped the person that asked that question. Make sure you like the stream if you're watching right now. We're looking at gold at the moment. Like I said, with gold, we're waiting for a potential pullback towards 4054. Please, what time frame should this be done on? So with plotting your zone support and resistance, I recommend the 3-hour, minimum 1 hour. So pick whichever one works for you between the 1 hour and 4 hour. Personally, I do the 4 hour or the 3 hour, but you can also do the 1 hour. As long as you don't go below the 1 hour time frame, you're good. Yeah, like I said, ish, 4 hour all the way down to 1 hour, you're good. However, 4 hour would be a stronger kind of zone, but it still works on the 1 hour. How can you change your psychology? I mean, I said this last week, the best way to get better as a trader is by losing. When you lose money or you lose your account, you learn from the lessons before. Simple. Also seeing you using 3-hour time frame, which is very rare. Have you seen it working very well for you and back tested? Yeah. I mean, in terms of analysis, I do the top-down approach. I don't trade on the 3-hour. I analyze my zones on the 3-hour or the 4-hour, but when it comes down to trading, it's done on the lower time frames for added confirmation. Okay, let's see what happens with gold. Also, just so you know, if you're watching this stream right now, whilst you're watching, if any of you use the code AquaTV, you get 45% off of any Forex account, or if you want futures, you get 65% off of any futures account. Okay? Any futures account, 65% whilst I'm on the stream, code AquaTV. Now, let's go to GJ Was it GJ? Actually, it was. I think it was pound AUD. Still not moving. Pound USD. Brenda asked, why? Let me bring up the question on the screen. Why do so many people use so complicated words or much gimmicks on analysis, and yet they are saying this, and yet they're saying a simple thing? I like your analysis because you make it so simple to grasp. That's a very good question, Brenda. It's simple. A lot of people, when it comes to trading, and this is also why a lot of people use a million indicators on their charts to seem like they're doing more than they actually are, using complex words, indicators, and all these other things. To be honest, it's all noise. It's just noise. Okay. Trading is simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. And so when it comes to me, when I first started trading actually in 2017, the reason why I started a channel, the reason why I documented my progress is because when I would go on YouTube and I would type in 2017 how to trade or trading, I would be so bored and confused. I'd go on YouTube, there's a 5-hour video making it so hard to understand and using big words. And for me, I never understood that, right? And so that's why I said to myself, when I master this or when I gain the experience and put in the years in this skill, I will make it easy for someone else to understand the way I'm doing it. Okay? So it's not about using complex indicators, it's just keeping it simple. There's only two trades. There's only two trades you can take in the market: a buy or a sell. That's it. You need to figure out why you're buying or why you're selling. Everything works as long as you execute consistently with discipline. Yeah, 100%. Sustainable success lies in simplicity and repeatability. Thanks, Dini, for putting across very strongly as usual. You're welcome. All right. Going to be answering some questions right now whilst we wait for gold. Gold. Let's see. Is it going to create a low below this previous bullish candle? We're going to see. Sarah, I have a question. Go ahead, Safi. What's your question? What is your question? Let me know. I'm here to answer all your questions, so don't be shy to ask. Gold is starting to pull towards the downside. So we're going to see if it can continue further down. Who thinks gold is going to push further towards the downside? Or is gold going to test further highs? Please give me some risk management tips. Risk management tip, simple one, risk 1 to 2% per trade. What is the barrier? Let me bring this question up. What is the barrier that you have crossed before you are unprofitable to become profitable? Interesting way of laying that question down. So I'm guessing is, what's the barrier that you crossed to go from being unprofitable to becoming profitable? One of the barriers is managing my risk and my mind. Okay. Once you manage your risk and then also manage your mindset or your psychology, you start to break out of that cycle of losses. Okay. That's number one. Number two, having a solid system or a strategy that you can repeatedly follow. Okay. The success or being profitable comes through repetition. You're not taking a new setup every time. You're taking the same kind of setup multiple times, which allows your account to grow. Okay. The difference between a bad trader and a good trader is the bad trader wants to take one trade to grow, double or triple their accounts. The good trader stacks those wins. Okay. 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%. So that's all it's about. Okay. I'm good, Marvel fan. How are you? I'm interested in seeing gold just tank, to be honest. Let's see how gold is going to move. Hey, Benson, looks like gold is starting to push towards the downside a little bit. All right, so who's ready for the first giveaway of this stream? Who's ready for the 50K AquaFutures giveaway account? We're going to be giving away 50K futures account for free. Who is ready? Who is ready for 50K? All right, let's go. So we're going to be giving away a 50K AquaFutures account. Okay, we're going to do this very simple. You guys, at any time, I'm going to ask you to pick a number, and it starts now. Pick a number from 1 to 21. Okay, pick a number from 1 to 21, and the first person to say the number wins. And I'm going to put it in ChatGPT. So pick a number. The first person to say the number wins. You can even spam it if you want. Pick a number from 1 to 21. Okay, it's going to be fair and square. 50K futures account. 50K futures account. Has anyone said it? Let me check. Let me check. Congratulations to Yash. Yash has said the number 7. Congratulations. I know someone else said it after, but Yash, you are the winner of the 50K AquaFutures account. Okay? Yash, you are the winner. I'm going to write down your name. $50K futures. What you're going to do is, Yash, you're going to message me on Instagram. I will tell you how to message me as I announce the next 2 winners, okay? Now, I'm going to be giving away 2 more accounts right now. These accounts are 10K Forex accounts, okay? 10K Forex accounts. So, next winner, I'm going to pick is someone that I've seen comment a few times, actually. And I've said this before, I will be picking someone on the chat that's consistent. Okay? Let me bring up their name. Brenda. I don't know if you're here. Brenda, comment below. Brenda, you were commenting from early, and I want to give you this 10K account for being there. So, Brenda, congratulations. You won the 10K account, Forex account. Okay? Brenda, you won. Congratulations. Next up, and like I said, if you don't win, you're not unlucky. I promise you're going to get the opportunity to win. Next up is the last 10K account Forex winner, okay? This is 10K Forex, not futures. I'm going to close my, and I'll be very fair with this one, okay? I am going to, how do I pick this winner? You know what? I'll do the same thing. Pick a number, and I know it's annoying, but I think it's just the most fair way of picking a winner. Okay, you guys are traders, so you take guesses for a living. Pick a number from 1 to 30. First person to say the number wins the 10K Forex account. Okay, 1 to 30. One to 30. Let's see who said it. Pro Trader 2809. Pro Trader 2809. The number was 18. Okay. So you guys don't think I'm cheating? Look at that. ChatGPT 18. Okay. Congratulations. Everyone say congrats to Pro Trader 2809. By the way, if you didn't win this giveaway, we are giving away 3 more accounts at the end of this screen. 3 more accounts. So Keep watching this stream. I'm giving away 3 more accounts, 50K and 2 10K accounts. Okay, congrats. And now, how do you guys contact me to the winners? All you have to do, I'm going to comment my Instagram. Okay, I'm going to comment my Instagram, message me with proof you are the winner, and I'm going to ask the team at AquaFunded to issue those accounts for you. Okay, I just commented the Instagram. That's the Instagram. Send me a DM and I will respond. But make sure you show the proof before you message me. Show a screenshot or something. Okay. Anyways, back to the live stream. Make sure you like if you're watching right now. Gold. Let me go on the 1 hour. Let me go on the 1 hour. You see, it's approaching right now the previous, below the previous bullish candle. And it's going to be interesting, to be honest, to see how it reacts. If it can close below, then we could see it move further towards the downside. Gold is going to consolidate. That's what Garau said. I mean, let's see. It's at an all-time high region right now, so we can't really guess anything until we get further confirmation. Something tells me it's going to pull back towards the upside, but let's see. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a massive bullish candle right now. Because you can imagine everyone's looking for the right entry for a sell. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if it spikes up before we get a further downside. All it has to do is literally 180 pip candle before it breaks above. Gold is losing its upside momentum. I mean, let's see, because I feel like if it would pull back with gold, we would have seen a sharp drop towards the downside. So the fact that it's starting to, consolidate a little bit tells me that we may not be finished with the upside. Not yet. But let's see. Again, I'm looking for the 1 hour close below right here. So let's see. Be careful if you're thinking about trading this, be careful. Highly would not advise it. Shetty said, not possible for a pullback. Who said it's not possible? Nothing is impossible when it comes to gold. What time frame is it? Currently on the 30-minute time frame. We're just waiting for that gold confirmation right now. It's starting to move slow. Let's say I want an account. Do I have to use risk management for both evaluation and funded phase, or do I need to change it? You should always be using risk management with any kind of trade that you take. It's not a question, it's a must. Okay, always trade with risk management. Let's go on the 1 minute time frame, see more details with gold. I mean, same risk management. It depends on the rules that you have to follow. Do check the pages. It will show what rules you have to follow. Yeah, I mean, gold right now, not really interesting. Let's have a look at GJ on the 1 hour. Pound USD is going to be interesting to see. What I would wait for pound USD to do is a body close. So I'll show you a body close above previous candle right here. This candlestick right here. So I want this bullish candlestick to close above this one before I consider a potential buy with pound USD. I'm going to answer some questions now. Let's have a fire round. So we're going to do a fire round where we go and answer questions in 60 seconds. Any question you can think of, I will answer it in 60 seconds to the best of my ability. Okay. Quick question. Do you think I should buy EU after it tapped into the demand zone? First of all, I will never advise you to buy or sell, but I will have a look and give you my opinion based on my analysis. Like I said, Euro USD, wait for this zone right here. If I would look for a long on Euro USD, a good confirmation for me would be a close above this candle. Why not wait for it to pull all the way up, close above this one right here? I'll zoom in so you can see this one right here. Let this body, the 1 hour body, close above this bearish candle right here, and then potentially aim for a long. It's added confirmation and it's clear. Okay. Do you see silver overperforming gold? To be honest, I don't trade silver or look at it, and I tend to not give opinions or analysis on what I don't know. Simply, I don't look at silver. Check pound USD. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, pound USD. Let's see. It's still 15-minute till the candle close. Now it's already above this previous one. Let's see how it closes. What it could do is spike up, close below, and have a long wick. That's not confirmation. We need a body close before we think of anything else. But it's interesting so far. How to do full-time trading. I'm currently working and trading. Keep on working, save your money, invest your capital. Repeat: save, invest, save, invest. Don't quit your work. Save and invest until it allows you to have that time freedom. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing. Trading doesn't take hours, just a couple of seconds. When you've analyzed and you've spent time working on it, takes a few minutes, right? And so when you're working outside of it, you can still trade. There's no excuses. Gold is pushing up. We see gold pushing up more. Let's go on the 1 minute. Let's do 30-minute actually. I'm not liking the 1 minute. Too much noise. There we go. How can we see if the market is manipulated by big company? I mean, I'm not sure what you mean by big company. And to be honest, you shouldn't focus on that. Focus on what you can control, okay? Your favorite pair and time frame to enter trades. My favorite pair used to be gold until the all-time high behavior. Apart from golds, usually pound pairs. I would say pound AUD as well. Pound AUD, Australian dollar. I'm at school now. Is it okay to focus on both trading and school? Yeah, 100%. Listen, the mind can do as much as you tell it to. You can do school, trading, gym, work, 2 jobs if you want, 3 jobs. You can do it all if you want that. If you want it bad enough, you can definitely do it. If you're lazy and you kind of want it, you won't do it. So there's no limits except in your own mind. The question is, how bad do you want it? That's the question. Why pound pairs though? Is there anything special about it? To be honest, Benson works best for my strategy. So I've picked a pair that I've back tested on, and it works really well with my current strategy. So that's why. What is your biggest mistake and what did you learn from, and did you repeat it? Yeah, I repeated it multiple times and I blew the account multiple times. My biggest mistake was, like I said before, gambling and not knowing risk management, not taking risk management serious. going all in on every trade that I took. I'd blow an account, refund it, blow an account, put some more funds in, and repeat. How many trades do you take each week? It depends on the volume or what my strategy shows. Sometimes it could be more, sometimes it could be less. Okay, what's your trading strategy? I have a trading strategy called the 20% strategy. It's one that I've made personally. So yeah, it'll be hard to explain because I don't put it out there. Garau, you're really funny. Dini did not reply. Okay, let me check. Gold, how close this 1 hour candle? Not sure why you're asking me that. Are you in a trade, Shetty? And you can't lie. Are you in a trade? I want to know. Are you asking this because you're in a trade and you want me to confirm so I get your confidence up whilst you're in a drawdown? Let me know. Be honest, Shetty. You can't lie. You want me to give you that confidence so whilst you're in a drawdown, you could be like, Dini said it, right? That's exactly what he wants me to do. He wants me to be like, Dini's on my side. Dini's controlling the markets today. No, to be honest, with gold, Shetty, like I said, we're waiting for a confirmation. Buying, like I said, buying right now would be you trying to buy at the top. And selling now is you trying to catch the top. It makes no sense. We're going to miss out, unfortunately. Is it hard? Yeah. But let's see how it moves. Right now, like I said, it's about to test the upside again. We're definitely going to get it past the all-time high shortly based on how it's moving. Shetty, I hope you're still not in the trade. Be honest, Shetty, are you in a long or short? I'm guessing short because if you were in a long, you'd never ask me that question. Let me know. Gold, gold, gold. Yes, I'm long. Okay, so you're relaxing. Are you? What price level did you enter? Personally, Shetty, my honest opinion, get out. You might miss out on further action towards the upside. It might explode towards the upside, but is it worth you holding on? That's the question. Is it worth it? If you have profit on one hand and you're wondering, should I keep on holding on to it? Get rid of it. Or maybe stop loss on entry. I'm not going to tell you how to manage that trade because, like I said, we may get it to go more towards the upside, but it's a question of if, when, how, why. We don't want to get involved in the theoretics. Okay, I don't trade based on this. I trade based on my setups being confirmed. Okay. Who else is in a gold trade? Why do I get the feeling that some of you guys are in this gold trade at the moment? Is it only Shetty that's in this trade? Who else? Be honest. Who's in a trade with gold right now? And tell me if it's long or short. You can't lie. My trade now open for short. Safi, all I'm going to say is you better be very careful doing any trade with gold right now. Okay. Well done to Garal. Approaching the all-time high. Let's go on the 1 minute time frame. We have about 6 minutes till the new 1 hour candle to open. Any second now, we're going to get gold to break the all-time high. Now, question is going to be, is it going to test this level in terms of the all-time high and come back down, or continue towards the upside? I'm guessing definitely continue towards the upside. Dini, I buy gold at 40.69. I close 40.72. It goes to 40.78. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. You made profits. Okay. You made profits. So 30 pips, what is it? 30 pips roughly. Don't feel bad. Gold is uncontrollable sometimes. It keeps on going up. And when you ride on the trend, certainly your stop loss hits. Brenda, gold has a mind of its own for sure. It seems like the safe bet with gold is anyone that's long. Okay. If you're long at any point, you hold enough. If you hold it long enough, you'll kind of get out at least a break even. If you're short though, you'll be having some heart attacks. But gold's unpredictable. Just an entry. With gold, you just need to wait for confirmation. That's why I said to you, we would only enter if price closes below previous candle. That's going to indicate to me the start of a short bearish trend. Okay. Do you trade gold USD? Not for the week. If my unlucky friend holds it up long enough, it might crash. Never trade on news. Betsy, are you still in the trade? Let me know. Let me know if you're still in the trade. It's either going to go really well for you or you're going to lose all your profits today. We're about to find out. All right, let's give away some accounts. Let's give away some accounts. 50K account. Okay, we're ready. We're ready. 50K account, futures. Whilst we wait for the 2 minute, we're going to wait 2 minutes for the 1 hour candle to open up. Who's ready for 50K AquaFutures? And again, if you don't win, understand the code AquaTV is on the screen while I'm on this stream. If you go on the AquaFunded website or AquaFutures and you use the code on the bottom right, AquaTV, you get 45% off of any Forex account. Or if you're into futures, you get 65% off of any futures account. Okay, the code is on the bottom right. You're still winning by using that code. With that being said, we're going to be giving away a 50K futures account right now. All right, 50K futures account. I'm going to type up a number on my calculator. Okay, I'm going to type up a number on my calculator. The number is going to be between 1 and 30. First person to guess the number 1 and 30 wins 50K futures account. One and 30. First person to guess the number 1 and 30 wins the futures account. I've already set my number, by the way. Nobody said it so far. Oh, we have a winner. Guess who it is? Okay. Shetty Babal, congrats on winning the 50K futures account. You're just lucky. Shetty, you're getting lucky today. You're in a trade with gold, you're getting a futures account, you know, interesting. Shetty, Garau said, didn't I say it first? No, Shetty said it first. I can confirm though. Give me a second to confirm. Hope I wasn't wrong. I hope I wasn't wrong. I hope, Shetty, I wasn't wrong. Because if I'm wrong, I would feel bad. Let me confirm. Yeah, Shetty did say it first. Correct. Shetty said it first. Garau, you said it after. Close guess though, Garau. Ooh, gold. We had a gold drop. Wow. Shetty, congrats on the 50K account futures. Next up, we have the 10K Forex account. 10K Forex account. I'm going to be giving away this 10K Forex account to someone on the chat randomly. Okay. And I'm going to pick a winner for this account. And that's Safi. Safi, congrats on winning the 10K Forex account. I'm going to put you down your name. All right. We're going to pick our last winner. The last winner of today's stream for the 10K account. Okay. Whilst we do that, let's have a look on gold. Is gold going to test all-time high? Great live stream. Appreciate it. Invest IQ. Someone to ask questions. Okay, that's fair enough. I'll ask a question for this last giveaway. All right. The person that can answer this wins, okay? First person. Which day of the week does the Forex market open? Which day of the week does the Forex market open? Which day of the week does the Forex market open? First person say it wins. And be specific. You got to be specific. With this one, you got to be specific. Whoever can be specific. Okay. All right. I'll be fair. I'll pick the person that said Sunday first. So I was expecting you guys to say Sunday evening. But I'll be fair. Okay. Is it Binku? Binku. Congrats on winning the 10K Forex account. Well done. Okay. Well done on winning the 10K Forex account. You're the last winner. I'm going to save your name. All right. Just now, to all the winners that were watching on this stream, the only way you can, redeem your prize is by messaging me on Instagram with the proof you are the person on the chat. Okay. I'm then going to give your account to the team at AquaFunded and they will take care of you. So my Instagram is right there. Don't bombard me because some of you guys win and instantly send me paragraphs. I will get to each one of you. The 6 of you that won today, I will get to you one by one. Hey, Dini, can you exchange 10K FX for futures? Brenda, you got to ask the team. I'm not really sure if they're willing to do that, but speak to the team. Gold. Someone said check pound USD. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, nothing yet, to be honest. Pound Swiss. Yeah, congrats to all the winners for sure. And again, if you're watching this stream and you're like, how do I still take advantage? Use the code AquaTV and you get 45% of any Forex account while I'm on the stream, or 65% off of any futures accounts whilst I'm on the stream. Code is AquaTV. Gold, again, testing that all-time high. Like I said, make sure you DM me on Instagram to redeem the prize. Well done to everyone that's won as well. But guys, this is it for this stream. I was expecting a lot more action with gold, if I'm being honest. I feel like later on during the day, we may see some more action with gold. I really appreciate you guys joining the stream. I will catch you guys again this week. We'll be going live. I'll be going live 3 times a week. So I'll be seeing you guys more often, I guess. Aish, Oluga, Binku, Mark, Brenda, Garau, Yash. I appreciate you guys for joining this stream. And yeah, we're going to call it the end of the stream right now. Hope you guys trade safe and see you on the next stream. See you, Safi, and everyone else. Okay. Ifan as well. See you next time. Ifan Ahmed. See you again. Okay. Peace out.